So we had Zach chipping away at this. Apologize for the wind already. It's gonna be terrible, but Zach was like chipping away at this thing with like razor blades and screwdrivers and whatever else he could find to fit in these little crevices. But anyway, yeah, this thing's dirty as hell. Figure I got time. Might as well pull it out again, clean it up. We got one of these things now. So let's see what happens. Okay, so the part that you guys would have just seen is the before we sprayed this down at our anything and used the gunk degreaser. I'm not even sure where that is now. I probably put it away in the cupboard already, but yeah, just the regular gunk degreaser. Didn't let it sit very long. I probably should do it again, just so that way, you know, it looks a little better. It's not the most presentable look right now. I'll show you guys in a moment, but yeah, probably gonna do it again. See if my brother is on board with that. I'm sure he's not gonna argue too much. The oil filter housing's still terrible. Here, hold up one sec. Okay, so might as well show you what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it. There's the oil filter housing. Like I said, I didn't get too crazy in there. I get paranoid putting compressed water around any of this, hence why the head's still real dirty on there across the top. The block came out, I'm okay with it, low key. Like, he's not stoked about little things like in there and, you know, these small little tight areas. If you have an E46, you know, or even BMW engine in general, whatever BMW got. Back could be better as well. Exhaust leaks can get taken care of. I'm just waiting for the new little attachment for my air grinder. Here's the other side, exhaust manifold side. It looks clean. I mean, a little grimy in here, just on the top, just stuff sitting. Buddy used to track this thing, so, you know, kind of take it with a grain of salt. Front's okay, timing cover. Gets a little bit, you know, a little shitty again up there, but look, I don't know, maybe a toothbrush, get in there a bit better. And as far as the valve cover goes, I'm probably just gonna wait till I have it back in the car. I mean, take a rag to it, wipe down what I can now, just because there's like, you know, just dusty. So I get paranoid, like I said. Even if, you know, you can plug these with cloth, you can plug them with towels, you can plug them with whatever you want. But the only way I've seen, like, most paranoid proof way, because I get freaked out with it, is Papadakis. Actually, he just makes like templates for all his engines, like off the manifolds, and just bolts, you know, CNC plate of aluminum to it. So I might just do that, make it yourself kind of thing. Show you how to do that in a future video. It's a little thing I wanted to kind of tinker around with just in future, you know, V8s or JZs, whatever, you know, get my hands on. This little guy's been giving me a hard freaking time too. Trying to heat it up and just keeps falling apart on me. So might have to get a little crazier. I just get freaked out using torches around the aluminum, obviously. Anyway, but yeah, the valve cover's not terrible. Can't complain. Now you're probably wondering what, you know, E46 it could be. I mean, it's an E46. They only vary so much. It's not an M. It's just a 330 coupe. It's 2002. A little bit rough. Seen some better days. Probably gonna flip the camera around and just do a quick once over just to give a little quick update of what I've been doing. So excuse the mess. Like I said, I've just pretty much been diving into every little spot I can, keeping it as budget friendly as possible as well along the way. So we cleaned up that, the old engine. I'm gonna spray this guy down before I put it back together. Mounts still need to be done. Nothing special. HSD monos. Been trying to like loom wire, or not loom, but just retape a lot of the wires I'm going to be actually using. Window switches, 4-ways, all that fun stuff. Gonna wrap all this back up. Already started kind of doing that here. It's not pretty, but it gets hidden by the dash, so as long as it's not in people's feet, nothing like that. Carpet unfortunately had a leak over here, so we had a little pool. As you can see, the rust. Gonna have we have mold on the carpet, so I'm just gonna scrap the carpet, to be honest. Might try and clean it and then see if I can reuse it, but if I have to cut too much out of it, screw it. It's been kind of using it as storage too. The idea is to have probably just like door cards back in, dash, FDF floor plates, probably energy seats. Just a budget build. And then this started rusting on me because of the oxidization inside the car, so I just took it out quick when I took the heater core out, sprayed this down really quick, nice, you know, quick gloss gray. when I have a cage, that's probably the color I'll use for the cage too, just so it looks, you know, subtle matched. No more airbags or anything like that. Sunroof, I'd like to take that out, but don't really have a proper way to seal that off yet. So I'm not gonna make it look like crap and just rivet it and all that. Not a whole lot going on with it realistically though. Subframe's all ripped out of the back. The 293 diff's gonna get welded for this thing. We got a 338, I believe, welded already. Subframes, I mean, these guys aren't doing too bad. I cleaned those up pretty good, sprayed them off so I could see what's actually rust, what's not. They look fine for the front. Oh, that's in the way there. The rear has seen some better days. I'm gonna try and clean that guy up as good as I can, just send it off to get it sandblasted and kind of bite the bullet, see how bad it looks or how structurally compromised it is. Yeah, here's our 293, 338, I believe, like I said. I'd like to get rid of these guys too, these perches, and get the FDF control arms for the upper and lower, and do the full true coilover for the back of these things. I just like the simplicity of that. I was a big JDM guy, and then got into these things, and when I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's got to go. But, you know, budget at the time, we got the HSDs. But, so yeah, as far as subframes go, those are doing all right. We're gonna still need to get mounts. Wanting to do solid, preferably. I gotta do the bearing as well, the carrier bearing for the drive shaft. That thing is pooched, like shittered right out. So yeah, all new bushings, bearings, fun stuff for the ass end. I know it's supposed to be like a somewhat budget build, but when you're doing anything that I find is, you know, structural integrity wise or safety wise, I guess, if the dealership guy in me wants to get out and, you know, preach a bit, if you're gonna do anything, I mean, like, just do it safely, like, do it properly. It doesn't hurt to spend the extra money on, you know, a name brand part when it comes to control arms or a bushing or, you know, subframe mount bushings, like things like that. It's better to spend the money on it. For example, like, I replaced some engine mounts, and I got these guys. They were rather inexpensive too. We all know the brand. If you don't, Condor Speed Shop. Mike Diaz, back in the day when I started watching him from the Hoonigans and got into his channel, he was preaching Condor. I had to try them. I got those guys for the transmission as well and the engine. So, I mean, for the price it was, I mean, in Canada we get dinged on the duty, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, when it comes to budgeting or, you know, cheaping out, don't do it in places that it's going to compromise your safety. That's pretty much my biggest thing, what I'm talking about. Don't want to preach too much about it, but end of the day, you know, we all want to go home the same way we came out. So it's just how it is. I appreciate you guys for watching this. You know, kind of rambling around, just talking about what the heck's going on. Not a whole lot of, I guess, like, order to this. I didn't really, you know, I don't script anything together. It's a YouTube video. I'm just giving you guys an update, you know, as if we're just shooting the breeze in my garage kind of thing. So, the other thing I wanted to show is a big component of what I think a big component is for me in racing in general, or drifting or anything like that. And I'll show you guys in a second what we got. All the grandfather's tools showed up. Dad's moving, so we got all these now, so they're kind of in the way. But Mishimoto, a few years ago actually, I reached out to them. So yeah, I reached out to Mishimoto, and they were kind enough to give me a very, you know, entry-level deal, and honestly it's been pretty cool. It feels cool to just, you know, get that acknowledgement. So big thank you to those guys over there. I'm hoping that the rest of this year and the years to come, I can show you guys that it wasn't a waste of an opportunity or a spot. I'm hoping to build and grow with that company. I've been using Mishimoto products well before I even reached out to them. So this is going back, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years now. A little older than, you know, a lot of the other guys, maybe, you know, in the drift scene and stuff like that, or, you know, even younger than some of them. But yeah, I've been a big fan of Mishimoto, you know, the drivers, even everything like that on the drift side of things. Always, you know, talking about Mishimoto, it's still to this day, it's still an unbeatable product. They're, you know, the top of the game for a reason. So big thank you to you guys. Looking to get some more parts. Actually, I need to get the was it power steering cooler. I have a power steering well, I got some lines off my buddy. I need a cooler, so we already know where that's gonna go. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick was, you know, it's not like I guess a budget build in the sense of we're gonna be buying like eBay parts and stuff like that. It's gonna be in, you know, on a tight budget, regular guy budget kind of thing. Like I'm not a baller or nothing like that. So it's not gonna be, you know, putting crazy amount of parts into it every other day kind of build. It's, you know, a vlog if we're heading out into my hometown and we're gonna run into some buddies with cars, or, you know, my cousins or whoever, and, you know, we can talk about their cars, what they're doing maybe at their shop, and, you know, just little things like that. Basically just, you know, day to day, I guess, here and there videos. We'll see. I'm looking forward to actually getting this thing finished and getting driving again. It's been a while since I've driven, so, or drifted, I should say, not driven, but yeah, so hope you guys are down for that. It's probably gonna be a hell of a video watching me get back into it. If it's anything like riding a bike, it should be okay, but if it's not, well, you'll see the progress, I guess, as well as I will. So yeah, all that being said, I'd appreciate, you know, the subscriptions and, you know, likes and fun stuff like that. Like I said, it's going to be a slow process at the beginning, but you know, it's going to be a process nonetheless. You know, baby step forwards and better than a baby step backwards kind of thing, right? It's just little things like that. So not going to ramble on too much more. Thank you guys for watching, especially if you're still watching. It's kind of been all over the place, but with this thing, I've been pretty much all over the place just trying to panic and get it out for an event this year. I'd be pretty pissed if I didn't get to see it drive this year, to be honest, or drive it myself this year, but we'll get it done. I feel like we can get it done. So thank you guys again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, tips, tricks, you know, anything like that. This is why I kind of wanted to start this, is to network and maybe, you know, talk to some other people that have more experience and just get little insides and outs and whatever like that. So I'm not gonna ramble anymore. Thank you guys. I'll see you again soon.